LeBron, there was a possession with about 2 minutes left. You scored to put the team up 5 with a layup, and then the next possession you got a 24-second violation on the Suns. AD kind of switched out to Booker for a while. Just the importance of having a big that can do that, and kind of how you guys were able to complement each other like that in big games.
I mean, AD's our anchor when it comes to our defense, and he can do everything on the floor. Don't think we have another one in our league that can do it, that can guard 1 through 5, and we know that he can get a stop. I mean, he's been doing it for so long, and I think it's taken for granted by our league when we talk about like defensive player of the years and guys that defend at a high level, because it's more than just blocking shots. It's being able to switch out and disrupt offenses, been able to switch out on perimeter, marquee guys, the ability to shut down, everything and disrupt everything. And AD does that. He's our anchor. So we got the utmost confidence whenever we have an opportunity to get to that switching lineup. And AD is on the island, on a guard, that we feel like he's going to win that matchup.
Okay.
LeBron, by virtue of your time in the league, 21 seasons, you've often said you've kind of seen everything that a player can face in their career, but no one in the NBA has ever seen this before the in-season tournament, and you embraced it from the very first win in Phoenix in your post-game interview, speaking about the team's motivation. What has it done for you, just as something, kind of new, a new competition? Has it heightened, I don't know, your senses at all? It's something that you could embrace and go for at this stage.
Like I said in my post on the floor, I mean, you got some of the most alpha male competitors in the world, and if you give us an opportunity to play for something meaningful, with an incentive, then you'll get what you're getting. And I know the competitive nature of myself. I know the competitive nature in this guy next to me, and our DNA that we're trying to build for this team. So the in-season tournament is what it is, and we have an opportunity to, play on a big stage, be on national television, be able to represent our families and represent our cities and communities where we come from.
One more, Dan. You gotta go about lingering. I'm gonna stay doing it there.
The sharks are out, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. And then you add on top of us going against two, monsters of players when it comes to D-Book and KD. Just adds a little bit even more.
Any questions for AD? Yolan?
AD, this is LeBron scored or assisted on the first 19 points in the fourth quarter, and at that point, the game was kind of in the balance. They had gone on that big run to start the third. What did you see from him in the fourth? I know you've seen it many times, but just kind of that stretch there where he was really taking over.
Yeah, we like to put the ball in his hands and let him make plays, whether it's scoring, which he was able to do tonight and almost every other night, and then or it's making plays for someone else. So that's crunch time, and we usually get to our pick and roll. Then they kind of switched a little bit and had Nurkic guarding someone else, and now I kind of get out the picture, and let try to attack Nurkic and get downhill. So he did a good job of manipulating the game, especially in the fourth quarter, and that's when it was money time. And he's been very successful in that quarter to take over games and give us a chance to win ball games.
AD, I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, but I think you guys had 21 offensive rebounds tonight. I think you had 9, LeBron had 3, Vando had 4 in limited minutes. Yep. Especially with Vando back, just how much can that be a part of your guys' identity to create those extra possessions?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. We have a lot of guys who, 6'10", 6'8", and we want to generate more opportunities for ourselves, not just limit ourselves to one shot. So whether it's myself, Brian Vando, Rui gets in there, Jackson or Seawood is in there, we got to give ourselves a chance to, get the rebound and create more shots, whether it's threes or putbacks. So just trying to stay on their glass, especially a team like this when they're switching a lot. We usually have the advantage in the paint for offensive rebound opportunities, so just try to take advantage of it.
For both of you guys, what gives you guys confidence to continue to have confidence and Austin to take those big shots?
It's Austin, and he's done it. He made countless big shots for us, big plays for us, and we trust the ball in his hands to actually play. We was actually talking about in the locker room when I had the ball and I caught it to swing it to Bron to go into our pick and roll, and he pointed right to Austin, and that's when Austin hit the three. So we just have a lot of confidence in him and what he's able to bring to our team, and his ability to score at will, or to draw fouls. And whether it's late game or mid game, early game, we feel like we can go to him any time and he'll make the right play.
LeBron, it's crazy watching you just redefine what everything could look like over the course of a career. So how has domination evolved for you over your career, and does even how you approach the game over the course of the game evolve with that too?
Yeah, I think it's definitely more mental than physical at this point in my career. Just mentally, showing up, hours and hours and hours before the actual game to start to prepare my mind, body, and soul for, however many minutes on the play, and commanding the most out of my teammates, commanding the most out of myself, holding everybody accountable, including myself. And the mental side is definitely more stressful than the actual body. But like I said, if I continue to keep my mind as fresh as possible, continue to put the work in, then I'll give myself an opportunity to just, surprise myself still what I'm able to do, for as long as I've been in this league, and for as many miles I've put on these tires. So, I want to continue to define how I continue to have this battle with Father Time that for so long has, everybody said, has been undefeated. So, I'm trying to give him one loss.
I was expecting to hear mind and body. What do you mean by soul? What is that?
I think when it comes to soul, I just think it's everything. It's the energy that you put into it, the energy that you can get from your family members. I think it's just something that's internal. And for me, I think when I have the opportunity, when it comes to the soul, I think my soul is divine and my family. I think with my wife and my mom and my 3 kids, they kind of generate all of that, and it makes the mind and the body a lot easier when you have those rocks and those staples at home. It makes it a lot easier.
For either one of you, I'm not sure where you fall on feeling like this is a playoff type of atmosphere, but it certainly felt like the intensity that both of you brought, then also getting your team sort of back together healthy at the right time and getting this sort of capsule of being able to see a benchmark of where this team is at. I guess I'm wondering if now that you're seeing all the ingredients come together in high stakes games, if you're seeing this as sort of the blueprint for what this team can be, particularly in these next couple of games coming up where they continue to be a win or go home.
We're starting to actually see what we can be, both ends of the floor, and we're still missing Gabe. So it's good getting Rui back, Cam back, Vando back, because now we can really dive deep into our playbook on both ends of the floor and see what we could be. With Vando not being available and Rui, we still winning games, but we just never knew the identity of our team. But now we're starting to see, starting to mess with different lineups, end of game, starting to, do little things as far as schemes on the defensive end and just seeing what works. And that's a good thing about it. We have good problems, not bad problems. So and it's only going to get better when Gabe comes back back in, and we're able to go really deep into our depth, and still do what we do. I mean, Max Christie is started for us. They've been out of rotation and played some tonight, so it's like we have a lot of players. We have a lot of depth, and we're starting to see where everyone can kind of squeeze in and help our team win.
Last question, Shade.
LeBron Darvin said that both you and he were trying to call timeout when Austin was going to the floor. Devin Booker and Frank Vogel didn't agree with the referee's call. Just what were you seeing in that moment when you were signaling for timeout, and did you think the refs got it right? Beyond, obviously it helped your team that you got the timeout, do you think they got it right?
I saw, I was able to hit AR, and I felt Buck kind of pushed up on him a little bit, kind of made AR stumble. And as soon as I seen AR start to stumble a little bit, I started to make the notion and the voice to the referee that was closest to me for a timeout. After that, I heard the commotion, the ball was loose, whatever the case may be, but my direction was right towards the referee to get us a timeout for sure.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
It's a good win. Great win.